Hey YouTube, it's me again. Starting off my series just showing you guys my Amazing Spider-Man collection and maybe some other collections as I go along. But for Amazing Spider-Man, we're going to start off giving the each video we'll be going through each 100 comic books. So we'll go through the 700 issues of Amazing Spider-Man and then everything else in between. First, we're going to look at the first 100 issues that I own. I know this one on top is the -1 issue. That's kind of a little thing off the side, not really anything important. I just thought it'd be good to have in the collection. This is kind of just something I saw at a convention and thought I'd grab just to add to the collection. This next one is my pride and joy. Amazing Spider-Man number 12. This would be the third appearance of Dr. Octopus. This is the unmasked issue. Very good key issue. Not the greatest in condition as you can see, but for me, as long as I can get it and it's visually okay, then I'm not going to complain too much about it. But the next issue, Amazing Spider-Man 18. This is the first appearance of Ned Leeds. Another Sandman appearance. Really cool issue. Some awesome Steve Ditko art, as all the great issues of the early days were. This one I actually got in a really good comics deal that I made with a guy that lived in our area. Amazing Spider-Man 28, first appearance of Molten Man. And again, not the greatest condition, but I got it for a really good steal. Here's one of my favorites. Amazing Spider-Man number 31. And for me, this is a big one. This is the first appearance of Gwen Stacy, Norman Osborn. But for me, I'm a really big fan of Gwen Stacy and everything that happened with that, with how important she is to the series. This is a great issue to have for a collector if you're looking to it. It's really affordable. You can find it at a great price. Again, for me, I know I mentioned this before, condition for me isn't the most important thing, as long as everything's still visually great, and I think it just adds personality to the book. And for collecting, like if you're looking to collect to have that awesome collection that you might want to resell later, then maybe collection that with good quality is a good thing. But for me, I just like getting those comic books in. This is the first Silver Age comic book that I'd bought from my Amazing Spider-Man collection. Amazing Spider-Man 36, the first appearance of the Looter. Nothing too high key or anything like that. Just I saw it and got a great deal on it. Thought it'd be a great addition to my collection. Amazing Spider-Man 42. Some of you may know what this is. This is the first time that Mary Jane is shown full appearance. Before this, she's been shown kind of shadowed or semi-cameo. This, though, was her actual first appearance in the book, which is a really great book. At the end is the famous "Face the Tiger, you've hit the jackpot" line. This is issue 47. Not really key, but it's a good Craven Hunter issue, an awesome cover, and a good Norman Osborn appearance within. We've got a beat up issue number 48. This is the first appearance of the Blackie Drago Vulture. Nothing real too key, but it's still a pretty cool comic book. First 100 issues, anything from that is really cool to get, especially before the 1970s hit when it was still Silver Age. This is a really good cover. Amazing Spider-Man number 55. Really awesome cover of Dr. Octopus, and he's actually one of my favorite villains for Spider-Man. A lot of people say Venom or the Green Goblin, but for me, it would have to be Doc Ock, not just because of the current Superior Spider-Man run, but just because of how intelligent he is and how much he's had to do with Spider-Man in the past. Issue 63, again, not too key, but still a really good book. Awesome cover with the black and the colors and everything. We have the Blackie Drago and the Tombs vultures on the same cover. Issue 73, first appearance of Silvermane, another really good issue. Here's one that kind of probably need to get a replacement of because it's not the greatest. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 90. This is a really important one. This kind of started the change for comics itself, and definitely for Spider-Man. This is the death of Captain George Stacy, Gwen Stacy's dad, from the hands of Doc Ock, as you can see right over here. Here is just a good old, and it's definitely not near mint, that's just a bag and board that I had already. Amazing Spider-Man number 93. Really cool colors on the cover, a lot of action going on. Some that's really good to see on a comic book. Issue number 94. You've got Aunt May there and Spider-Man. You got some key people down here. A really good issue, even though that some people may have problems with the origin retold and like a ton of issues and everything. I think it's good because, like Stan Lee had said, that it's good to have that stuff because you never know who's going to be their first comic. Of course, it's not good to have it too often, but it's good to be reminded and to see a rewritten version of Spider-Man's origin. Here's a really cool key one. This is Amazing Spider-Man 96. This is the first issue for Amazing Spider-Man in a small 3-issue series, I believe, of a series where Stan Lee tries to deal with, these are called the drug issues, and because of the content, they wouldn't have been approved by the Comic Code Authority. So within this one, then you see that there's no stamp on here, so they were printed without the Comic Code Authority stamp. Now that was just a look at the first 99. Next video will be issues 100 through 199. Right here, got them all separated. Remember, just give a like, leave comments below, make sure everything's clean, and just keep it cool, have fun.